Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I want to talk about creating the future in present time. We are living in a co-creative reality, a consensus reality. So the way that we can create the future that we would like to exist in is right here, right now, in the present moment. We're creating the future in the present time with our thoughts and our words and our actions. So in terms of manifesting something specific, for the purposes of this book, I'm talking about manifesting a partner. We can really apply these principles to anything that we're seeking to create. We are looking to put ourselves in the position of the person who would exist inside of that reality. So taking the actions that that person would take, imagining who that person is and how they live. So this module of the Love Attraction Manual is titled Imaginative Play. Manifesting a partner is one of the most fun things that we get to do in this lifetime. People get stuck in the super serious energy. It comes from a place of scarcity or fear of being hurt. Things manifest in our lives with the same type of energy that we create them from. Therefore, if you create a relationship from fear of being alone, you will bring that energy into your relationship and probably drive your partner away with your fear of losing them, if that's your continual focus. Totally normal to have these thoughts sometimes, but it's like, how much are you focusing on it? With this in mind, we are creating our new partnership with the energy that we would like to experience within that relationship. I'd recommend fun, amusement, play, love, joy, authenticity, adventure, and whatever else you would like to experience. Also, we can always decide to reset the energy in our relationship space. So the fastest way to do this is to set a new intention for the energy and start showing up that way. People around you will notice and adjust their energy too. If they're in affinity with the new energy that you're bringing, they will start to match it. If they are not in affinity with it, they will resist or be repelled by it. This is a natural way of drawing certain energies closer to us and pushing other ones away. Law of attraction. This is the law of attraction. By embodying the vibrations that you're seeking to experience, you're drawing more of that same type of energy towards you. Time. Our time here on this earth is one of our most precious assets, precious gifts. When we are choosing a partner, we're choosing a person who will probably spend more time with than anybody else. Personally, I don't have time to waste with people who make me feel anxious, unappreciated, or unloved, to name a few. It's also important to consider what you want to do together. What do you value most in life? What activities are the most important to you? I really like to think about this idea of compatible lifestyles. If you're seeking to create a long-term relationship with somebody, simply being in love or being wildly attracted to each other is not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. At least in terms of long-term compatibility. So love, in my opinion, it's actually quite easy to have love without having long-term compatibility with somebody. So it's important to really get clear about what you're seeking from your relationship and how do you want it to look. Again, what do you want to do together? So imagination. Bob Proctor talks about how imagination is one of our higher faculties. It is one of the things that separates us from the other animals and the plants, although some plants seem to be doing it too. It also allows us to shape our environment and create our experiences in new and interesting ways. Everything that exists in human creation was first a seed in somebody's imagination. we are going to imagine the partner and the partnership that we are creating. By writing this down, we're bringing it from the air element, the mental and intellectual plane, to the earth element, the physical plane. This is exactly the same transformation that will be happening with our manifestations. I like to think about bringing something from the formless substance into the world of form, physical reality. That's what manifestation is. From the formless into form. With this step, it is much more important to imagine how we feel with our new partner than their physical appearance. That will always change. So what does your life look like together? How do you feel when you're around them? One of the things that I sought to do when manifesting my wife was manifest a relationship with somebody who I could really feel at home with and feel comfortable, at ease. Like something we're really able to do well is we're comfortable in silence together. We don't need to constantly be talking back and forth to feel at ease with each other. So when we're imagining our partner and our life together, it's also important to include the non-negotiable details. So the things that they absolutely must or must not have. However, we don't want to get too rigid and hyper-specific. This can block our manifestations. So allow space in your vision for your higher self and your subconscious mind to bring you what you truly need, not just what you think you want. And that part is really about faith, having some trust in the universe or the higher power of your understanding. So remember also, this is fun. It is absolutely one of the most interesting and beautiful things that we get to do in life. We get to rise in love. We get to do it over and over again. I like to think about falling in love with my wife and my daughter over and over again as our days and weeks and months go by. Because it's not just something you do and you're done with it, right? It's like one of my other favorite sayings is that love is a verb. It's not just like what do you think, but it's like what do you do? Like how do you take care of this person? How do you nurture your relationship? And yeah, that's a constant reminder that I give to myself because life gets busy and it's really easy to focus on all these sort of external circumstances, making money, building up my career, and all the maintenance that it takes to be a human being and to kind of let our relationships slip. And I know that becomes sort of more and more of a thing as your relationship grows older, as time goes on. So we are still in the fairly early stages of that. So remind yourself of this whenever you get too serious, and regard this truth with immense gratitude. It's the blessing that you get of being able to be in love every day, with yourself first and with those people around you who you love and care about. And something that can help with that is understanding that all of this is temporary. Every single person who you are in love with, every one of your friends, every one of your family, all of those people, like your relationships with those people in the physical realm are temporary. They will come to an end. And understanding this, like really feeling this and acknowledging this on a regular basis helps to appreciate and make the best of those connections. Like for me, a lot of my friends and a lot of my family are now living really far away from me. So I really cherish and appreciate those times when we were close together and able to spend a lot of time to do a lot of things together. So one of the most important things that we're doing here is training and reprogramming our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is responsible for the vast majority of the results that we get in life. Unfortunately, it is programmed early on in life, and if we don't make an effort to reprogram it, we will be repeating the same patterns over and over again. There are a number of ways to reprogram it. Often for adults, the biggest way that it gets reprogrammed is by traumatic events. But we're going to go ahead and skip that step. Instead, we'll focus on two of the other methods, which are hypnosis and repetition. So the action step for this module is write in your journal and on your manifestation cards, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm living in harmony with my divine partner. I love to use the word divine partner because what it does is it allows for the flexibility of that person to be whoever that person is for you. It can be really easy to get completely fixated on one person and decide that it must be this person. And that's great if the feeling is reciprocal, but if it's not, you can be diverting all this energy into trying to convince that person to feel the same way, when in fact, instead, you could be directing that love energy to somebody who will shine it right back to you. So I like to use the word divine partner for that reason, to allow it to be whoever it is, in divine order with divine timing. So do the same with anything else that you are manifesting, making sure to write it down in the present tense. I like to use those words. I am so happy and grateful now that, which is a saying I got from Bob Proctor. So keep these manifestation cards in your pocket or on your bathroom mirror or anywhere else that you will see them frequently. For speedier manifestations, write them down every day. Write this down with big, playful letters in your journal. Words plus feeling plus action equals manifestation. Remember, we have to have that head and heart coherence for our manifestations to really come in with power and speed. If you're just trying to follow your head, do what your head thinks your head should do, it's probably going to lead you to places where you're not emotionally fulfilled, or your heart and your spirit are not in alignment. And trust me, this is from personal experience. I've done that many, many times, and I still get pulled in the direction of it sometimes. It's easy to do. So the other action step for this one is to make yourself a hypnosis tape, including all of the circumstances that you are creating, stated in the same I am so happy and grateful now that ... format. It's easy to do this with modern technology. Ask me for help if you need it. I like using the program Audacity for this. Super simple, free audio recording program. And yeah, what you're doing with this hypnosis tape, especially is you're putting it in your own words and your own energy, getting super specific about the things you want to manifest. If you don't have time or the energy to do this, there are some really great resources for free hypnosis kind of all over the internet. I use the ones on YouTube. One of the teachers I like to do this, if I'm not listening to my own, is Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks also cool, has some good hypnosis tapes, but Wayne Dyer is the one who I've been listening to recently. He shares powerful, beautiful words, and he has kind of like a deep, soothing voice. So that's kind of what you want from your hypnosis practitioner if you're not going to be doing it yourself. So something that I do is I make custom hypnosis tapes for people. So if you want to do a session with me, get your hypnosis lined up and have me make the tape for you, just hit me up. I will do that work for you. So it's a really great way to start reprogramming your subconscious mind and creating different circumstances and experiences in your life. Yeah, so that is it for now. The next section of this, actually, you know what? I'm going to share a little bit more of this the activities for this one, which is for manifesting your partnership. What I recommend doing in your manifestation journal, which is what the Love Attraction Manual is writing down the most important characteristics of your love partner. The ones that you're seeking, the ones that are non-negotiables. So if you're already in a relationship, you can use this section to describe your future self. You can even do this with your partner. So remember, we're manifesting the future in present time. We're living in a co-creative reality, a consensus reality. And we can decide to create this world that is filled with love and beauty and understanding and peace and freedom. How about that? Freedom. We can create that world. And it's what we're doing with our actions on a day-to-day basis. So that's my message for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a good old-fashioned like, a comment, and or subscribe to my channel. It helps me to reach more people, and it helps me to reach you. Finally, if you'd like to see my visual artwork, I share a lot of that on Instagram at AlecFallHamilton_art. And I'm also have prints and originals available on my website, which is narwhal.com. That's GNARWHAL. That's it for now. Peace, everybody.